Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for May 8th, 2026, we'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. It's been a crazy week. A lot of interesting gaming news has come out. A lot of it has to do with financials, stuff that I'm probably not going to dive too much into, just what's relevant to the fun, I guess. Hope everyone had a good week. So glad it's Friday. I've had so much going on. I'm ready for the weekend. There's a lot going on this weekend too, because we got the Mortal Kombat 2 movie coming out, or technically it's out already, and I'm totally gonna watch that for sure and do a review, like I did with the Mario movie. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to touch on? I think I'm just gonna jump right into it because there's a bunch of things to talk about. So, what have I been playing? So, Mixtape came out. It's on Game Pass. It's a game I normally would not even bother with, but since it was on Game Pass, I figured I'd give it a shot. Hey, JamKillX, good to see you. So Mixtape is not my type of game, let me just say, and I probably won't ever play it again. I played it for about an hour. Apparently, it's a 4-hour game. It's pretty much an interactive movie. When I would see the trailer, when I watched the trailer, I saw some cool gameplay elements. I was like, oh yeah, that would be fun. But once you get into it, they're short sequences and there's not much depth to it, and it's really just about this. It's like a Pixar Disney heartstring pulling. It uses themes, cues, music to kind of like evoke sort of a nostalgic feel, which sometimes that's okay, but sometimes to me it's too forced. And so as I was playing it, I felt like it was trying to force a nostalgia thing on me. Even the people hanging out, the kids, the teenagers, I guess you can call them, nearly adults because they're graduating. The way they talked to each other and about things was almost like a little what's the word? Negative is the only thing that can come. It's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, how they're always like jerks to each other. It's kind of like it had that kind of level of how they would talk about things. And to be honest, that kind of put me off a bit. I mean, I know growing up with my friends, we would tell some pretty crazy jokes and say some obscene things, but not talk down to things. We would make jokes that were obscene, but we wouldn't there's this main character. She's always talking about this other person, but just saying, oh, F that person. I can't stand that person. And I mean, I guess that's part of the story. That's fine, but it's just really in my face and vulgar. So basically what I'm trying to get at is this is not really a video game I'm going to play. There's not much playing in it. You do a few things. The one thing that it does really well, and it might be worth it if you have Game Pass, is just the presentation and the graphics are amazing. So that's awesome. Also, another thing that's pretty awesome is there was just some random developer that makes assets on Twitter. He's like, hey, I'm seeing my assets in the game, which is cool. I mean, obviously, you probably made money off that, but that also kind of shows where we are with gaming, where, a lot of people want to kind of pick at, what AI is kind of doing, where it's taking, even though it's not, taking things people already made and making their own version. Well, pretty much we're getting these video games that are made by taking things people already made and putting them in. So again, there's this thing, whether you're into the artistry or you're into capitalism. I'm more into the artistry. So but anyway, I guess I'll end it by saying Mixtape, not my thing, could be yours. It looks great. I think it deserves the 10 that it gets because of what it is. If the person reviewing it is into that, this does that very well. If I was to rate it, in a lot of my analysis have to do with the mechanical nature of games, I would probably rate it low, just because the mechanics it does introduce are very shallow. They don't really do too much. And then on top of that, kind of the forced nostalgia, just it's weird. But I feel like people would enjoy it, and obviously people are. So there's that. And then the Mobile Suit Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, obviously on my Gundam Explained channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm playing it in. Great game. Opposite for Mixtape, where it's just pure mechanics. So a lot of fun there. And that's really about it, because again, during the week, I don't get to play too much. JamKillX, I definitely am not into those types of games. Yeah, I could tell. after talking to you, you also seem like someone that's really into interesting mechanics, and you've actually brought up a lot of games and things that I've never heard of that have awesome mechanics. So, okay, that's about it. So let's jump into some news real quick. And then I'm going to do some game. Actually, there's another one. It didn't show up on here because it's in early access, I think, but it's that Dead as Disco. So this is out, but it's in early access, and I'm really disappointed because I didn't realize it was early access. I hate it when that happens, but I got it really cheap, so it's under $20, and I immediately did this thing because the main reason I wanted to play this was because I heard you could put your own music in it. So yeah, I was playing. You can do it immediately. Like once you get over the intro area, you can get into a level that allows you to choose your own music, and it's simple. Where when you click add music, it pops up with your Windows Explorer. If you're using Windows, I'm sure you are. It could be Steam Deck, I don't know. But it pops up with the Explorer. I could choose music, and I chose a Castlevania song I covered using AI that I really love. And so I could see myself doing that with this game. This is my definition of a cozy game where it's combat. It's third person